culture, the importance of culture, immediately you will realize. Now, suppose you have been given to by job, you have been assigned a project in Libya or even in Afghanistan. Not now, let us not consider Afghanistan. Immediately you realize the importance of culture, because or in an Arab country, a typical now Arabs have also Arabia, that is also very, very extremely fast modernizing, and that's good, because everyone has to modernize, every country. But still, culture is a culture. So the culture there, it is said, not said very well. It was made in a film, and it's like this. They will you are a project manager, suppose, and then you have gone. You're having a meeting with your client, and then the client has arranged for a lavish lunch or dinner for you, and after you have your food, you have enjoyed it, but then you have not, your expression for enjoyment is through, should be through, in Arabian country, you have to belch. Oh, you have to do like that. Until and unless you do like that, well, your it will be taken, it will be assumed that you are still hungry and you are not very happy. The food has not given you the satisfaction. So that hilarious in the scene, that the client is giving him the indication, please belch out, and this the manager is unable to understand what is that sign language, and finally somebody whispered into his ear that, sir, you have to belch out, and then the way he belched started woo woo. Oh, it was a hilarious affair. But culture is that, because if you're not like that, if the disconnect will take place, and later on several problems will also be there. So you have to be very careful about culture. Culture is the project a manufacturing culture. India has still not built up a manufacturing culture. Project management culture. So if you have to understand, the project manager has to understand which is the different culture. That project itself, implementing a project, that also it's a different mindset. You have to build up that mindset, and you have to accept that there is cultural issues there, and it can completely jeopardize any project. I have experienced of such things also. The culture completely missing out something, and then realizing, this was something which we were missing out, and that too in this country, and that too in Rajasthan. We were doing that project was in Rajasthan, in a rural, absolutely rural desert situation. Okay, so if you if that culture does not give importance on meeting deadlines, meeting time deadlines, aram se karenge, that culture says, well, you have problems. Your project will be completed on deadline. So because people are coming late, that's it, end of it. So culture is that important. Organizational culture, it's a subject of its own. But today, that this subject is becoming extremely important. Organization culture. One simple word again. One word for this thing. Can anybody help me with one word definition of organizational culture? What is organizational culture in one word or two words?
Work
Am
style.
I audible? I am audible. Bolo, bole. Who was that?
Work style, sir.
Hmm? Work?
Work style or work life balance?
Actually, there was a noise. And tell me again.
So work style, yeah, or work life balance?
Work
All right.
style and balance.
Huh?
He's saying work style and balance.
Organization culture. Example. Acha, chodo, theek hai, we will come to that. What is this? Project manager's checklist. What does it mean? Culture, and it is under that. Actually, a checklist, any project management may, if you have a checklist, well, it will help you. It will help you. We will see now. We will see. There are team challenges. It's critical thing. Team challenges and conflict. In a project situation, again and again conflict. Okay, you learn scheduling. You learn, but then nothing is happening. All schedules are going haywire, and then there is a huge amount of problems taking place, conflicts taking place, that procurement not on time. Then, there is a procurement group versus the another group conflict, and then the person as absenteeism is high in and one group, it is not that high in another group. There is conflict. So there is they are not getting. They are happy-go-lucky type. They are nobody does anything to them. Every problem is with our group. So all these things will happen, and then they impact the project. So well, those things have to be kept in mind. And these are the things we won't spend much of time on it, but then just keep in your mind, because these are, as you are entering into or growing in any organization, be it a hospital type of situation, be it a manufacturing factory, or be it a IT company, all these things are important. Beliefs, attitude, values, shared beliefs. It is actually shared beliefs. Everything happens here. Shared beliefs. Then behavior. The behavior from those beliefs, attitudes, and values. The behavior pattern arises from here. And then there be some of them may be obvious, and some of them may be subtle. Okay, fine, okay. The checklist what you talked about is a decision making. This is checklist. Do not rely on mind. Who makes the decision and what processes are followed? Checklist. Who makes the decision? What processes are followed? Now, checklist. Why are they saying checklist? Where it has to be, you have to understand formality, you have to understand the medium in a communication, which has to be in face to face. I think it has gone. No?
No, sir.
Right. Okay. A communication which has to be face to face, you can't do that over email. So we have n number of situations when communications should have been done. Just get up and tell a guy sitting across you, एक box में, another cubicle में, that hey, bhai, what's the progress report on this, and finish it off. No, email email to everybody, including that person from whom you want the answer, and then CC to everybody. Nothing will happen. That person may not even look at it. So think about it. It is all these things happen. Complexity, communication complexity, vocabulary, format. All these are important. In team challenges, in team challenges, individual identity, verbal and emotional expressiveness.
Sir,
Huh.
can I add? Because
No,
earlier
no, no.
slide, sir, earlier slide which you have shown that about attitude, values, and this. These are very important points. Reason is that now, right now, going through this your points. So that means there's a checklist for the internal
I
members,
cannot
the
listen to
team
you.
members. Hello, hello,
Like mine is
sir.
now.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We can hear you.
Because
I feel that the earlier slide
mine
which you
is
have
only
shown,
chung chung ka, na? Now tell me.
earlier slide which you have shown about attitude, values, and other about the particular country or particular person or the client. That is very important because last time we have learned about the risk. So I'm relating that risk towards this with this list and that values and attitude. Reason is that the internal to understand the people's communication and internal team members as well as the outsiders is very important because a particular country, for example, if we are exporting some packets, pharmaceuticals or cosmetics in a Gulf country, so we have to understand because there they use the color importance of the green color and black color. If you are sending red color some cosmetics, they will not. So we have to study that clients and not only the clients requirement, the particular country's requirement also. I mean, cultural requirement in this. And micro level, we have to study, and maybe a percentage will give the percentage wise the importance of some points, but it's very important during finalizing the project because which matters a lot.
Yes.
And
Who was that?
I'm Anand, sir.
Your name? Huh?
Anand, sir. Anand Shadige.
Okay, Anand. Yes. All those things are there.
Yeah.
See, now, I see a very interesting thing. By the by, type of information. Today it's creating little problem. Now that internet it is coming, but it is showing very on the beginning time. I don't know why. Okay. Now, can you hear me, Dave? This is
Yes, sir.
okay. Thanks.
Your slide is there and your voice is there.
Okay. See, they're very interesting tidbit, but absolutely important for all of you. These are all tidbit learning, but tidbit learning say both you can learn many things and practical things. See, they say colors. There are different colors. Colors have different meanings in different cultures. If you are a marketing man, if you are an export man, if you are a project man, you must be able to appreciate all those things because world is becoming one now. The colors have a very interesting phenomena. They have different meanings in different setups, in different cultural setups. One such, incidentally, the eye, along with the mind, can perceive how many types of color? Can you guess? Can you guess how many types of color the eye can perceive? Of course, through activities of the brain. One million types. Amazing. But also know, I had once working an Asian paints, and quite a big assignment. First time I came to know. Then they said okay, colors. Then the sir, number of types of colors. Oh my God! On the computers, I could not make out anything. But then it was all there. I said, wow, you do all these things. It is all like that. Is it? Yes, sir. It is like that. That's so many. Maybe I don't remember. Maybe it was in hundreds or thousands. that yeah, on the computer, but the mind can perceive 1 million types of colors. And now the most interesting part of it is red in US. Red signifies what? Yes, Maro? Red.
Danger.
Red color. Yes, Maro?
Danger, maybe.
Danger. Okay, good. इंडिया में रेड देखो सोचो इंडिया में रेड मीनिंगफुल भाई वही जो बिल्चिंग इंडिया में रेड इज एक्चुअली
It is sacrifice, sir. Sacrifice.
what is it sacrifice
Yeah, yes, sir.
Saffron, that is saffron.
red is not with red in India. Now when I will tell you, you will start laughing. Ah, sir, what are you saying? I say.
So in the Hinduism culture, for the all the auspicious worships, we use the red cloth. So
That
red
is
cloth is
it. That is it. It is purity. It is purity. Therefore, you find that on in our goddess, mother goddesses, it is usually red, and then in the wedding, it is usually red. It is purity in our culture. So red there it is danger. There also it is in USA they also say it is connected, and some it is connected with love. And in China, what is red? Luck and happiness. And in Middle East, it is danger. So red has got so many meaning. So red now in the but but you got to understand that project. What has that got to? Yes, ek to when you're in a client environment, you're discussing your colors and all those things. It is whatever you have worn and all those things. Okay, fine. But suppose you are in a charge of a big project. You're building something, big construction project, or you are doing a factory installation project, or even a school building is getting set up. Now you got to know what different colors mean. Very, 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 very. This is something a very fundamental knowledge which we are missing, which we do not know. That each color different has a uniform meaning, or else there will be disaster. Red, red, now I tell you, in different pipes. Everywhere you will see pipes. Today you cannot say, your life without pipes. Everywhere there are pipes. You go to any, forget factories. Anywhere you go, there will be pipes, something going in your big building office, you will see pipes. Yeah, maybe somewhere it is hidden, but there are. Pipes have got different colors. So now I tell you, are you aware if there is a yellow pipe going? Now this you should say, you should know. Yellow pipe, what does it carry? Guess, Maro?
Gas.
What type of gas?
Natural gas.
Nah, natural gas to ठीक है. On flammable gas. That which will flammable gas are in yellow pipes. If the pipe is brown, and here there is a hell lot of in India में problems है. If the pipe is brown, project managers must know all these things. वो ऐसा नहीं है सर ये देखने में अच्छा लगता है ये brown नहीं करेगा. Brown is any combustible liquid or gas. Now orange, it is toxic. It is not beautification कर दिया. Now tell me, blue क्या हो सकता है? What can blue happen? What is blue?
Water maybe.
Blue is not
It's for
water.
drinking water mainly. It's for
Now,
drinking
blue
water.
is not water. Remember, blue is actually compressed air. Water, green. And red, if you want to quench fire, red.
For emergency, red, sir.
Hmm?
For emergency, like firing and all, the red will use the fire service.
No, that is a safety sign of fire, red. But red pipe. That means it is carrying a liquid which can quench fire. And green pipe, it is water. But mind you, it is do not necessarily potable water, any water. It may not be potable water. And 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 interesting. This is you have to forget all those. As a project manager, you need to know. Hey, yeah, I know, sir. It looks good, so good. Lagao blue, so good. I have seen, and what happened was very distressful thing happened with color problems. Then all those who this when was it? It was in a project stage, and blue color in India. Who was that? I think somebody gave me a wonderful answer for red. That that whosoever was that, give me an equally good answer for India. Mein blue color is perceived as what? Blue.
For beauty, sir.
No. Now remember spirituality. Why? Why? Because Lord Krishna is which color? Lord Krishna
Blue
is
color.
really blue. So blue is. So India, blue is conceived as. That's very different. I came to know all these things because if you have to go and take up a project abroad, all these things will be part of your learning. You must know. And and they say blue in Latin America is also concerned with mourning. Look at it. So these are interesting small thing, but important because the setting, the culture is important. Okay, then we go on to team challenges, expressiveness, individual identity, verbal and emotional expressiveness, relationship expectations, style of communication, language, your personal priorities, values, and beliefs, and your time orientation, team challenges. So, a project manager, the a leader, if you want to grow up wherever you are, then all these things you have to keep in your mind. Conflict, look at it. In a project environment, conflict is not a bad thing. Very conflict, बोले तो bad. No. In a project situation, conflict is not necessarily a bad thing because through conflicts, why have they stated this? Conflict is not a bad thing. Why?
Sir, because actually some conflict will give the very clear clarity there.
Hmm. Hmm. But yes, that's a good response. But always try to think of situation or example why they say conflict is not a bad thing.
So conflict is not bad because it is giving us the better view, or I must say that enhanced view or a better picture of the situation that can arise, that a particular person, that only the one person can't see. So if we have the
Good,
multiple
good.
conflicts are coming, that means there is the area of improvements are there, and by implementing them, we can actually improve the our main idea or implementation.
For a project manager, this is important learning emerges from conflicts. He can understand many things which is happening.
It
Good.
is a different opportunity to learn different views or ideas.
Yes, yes. Conflict bole to bad now. Conflict is not a bad thing. And now problem solving is a key activity for successful teams. Well, when there are problems, well, problems also conflict के पीछे भी there has to be a problem. So okay, problem solving. A item not getting supplied on time, that may it will lead to there is a problem. But you have to have a unified way of understanding and approach solving problems. You must learn. This is problem solving. There is not a procurement team is useless team. इतना इतना सब पढ़ ये why do they say कि managers you must now why people are being told कि you learn project management. Why in every courses they're putting that they're pushing here. And in the country's highest decision making body, Niti Aayog, I know they were scratching their head and saying, realizing that project management something to be everywhere, anyone who is involved in a project, and look at the size of the projects with in India. Any scheme, any infrastructure, everything is happening there. No? Hospitals, look at it. Oxygen plant, it's a project. Look at it. How mess up what we do. Now in Delhi they are putting smog tower. Just one, but already there are problems. So why project management? There will be conflicts there also. Understanding your own preferred approach and those of your team helps in productive conflict resolution. Okay? There are some 5 basic approaches to conflict resolution. You avoid, you accommodate, competition, compromise, collaboration. These are simple words. These are words. Out of this, all words are known to us. But then these are the basic approach. You avoid, you accommodate, you what is meant by competition? Approaches for conflict resolution. What is meant by competition? Anybody? Any idea? Every idea is welcome.
So it is a further discussion with the team. For example, conflict is happening, Nazar. On the time, we can also again we can tell the reason for the particular project, or we can give our views. I feel this is a competition, sir, between our team.
Hmm. Anybody wants to say anything else? Wants to add? Competition, compromise. We understand. Compromise. There is a difference between compromise and accommodation. Okay, fine. And moment we say competition, there is another word, collaboration, conflict resolution. May all these are basic approach. We also understand collaboration. Yes, conflict is not only avoid. Avoid is one of the ways. Had it been so, an accommodation. We accommodate that whatever is the in conflicting issues. So accommodation. No, not only these two. Competition, compromise is something. Okay, we don't compromise at the cost of what? That is those are the issues. Okay, ठीक है. AACCC. So, organizational culture means I am not expanding this into the slide mode, because only by this I'll be able to make out if the internet is there or not. So you have to little bit bear with me. So organizational culture means shared beliefs, attitudes, and values, along with related behaviors. Okay. Project managers need to be aware of culture, need to be aware of cultural issues. Very much you have to need to be aware of cultural issues. One of them is, okay, again and again I'm telling you that we cannot come at 8 o'clock. We have many things to be done before 8 o'clock. Or I had faced a very wonderful situation. You know, in the extreme northeast, when work starts in India, guess work starts when? 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, India, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock are the times when offices open and all those things. Even yeah, when is the time? I
Early
have
morning maybe early morning, 6 7.
yes, yes. अरे भाई, you know, in the far away Arunachal Pradesh, Arunachal Pradesh, there are many regions. Towards the Burma Ekdam, and here also in Manipur. In 4 o'clock there is sunrise. Never believed. 5 o'clock, pat, sunlight. 6 o'clock, baapre, breakfast. By 7 o'clock, sir, 7 अरे 7 बजे तो मैं उठता भी नहीं. No, it is that time. And then there everything, it was, I was going to many spots of, petroleum industries. And then they say after 3, nothing doing after 3. Now those are things. And then, well, those are cultural issues which can affect your project. Team members can also face challenges in cross-cultural relations. Extremely important, bhai, yes, sir. Effectively dealing with conflict is a success factor for projects. Every team must resolve differences and make decisions. Fine. Okay, this is over.